Unit 5, Culture Page, A.
Which English do you speak? Over 1 billion people speak English worldwide, either as a first or second language. It is the international language of communications, science, information technology, business, entertainment, radio, and politics. This makes some people imagine that it is a single language spoken in the same way throughout the world. However, there are many variations not only in pronunciation, but also in spelling and vocabulary. Let's see what happens with American and British English. From the 17th century, people began traveling from Great Britain to North America to live, which is how the first form of American English began. Some English pronunciations and words have stayed the same in the U.S. since their arrival, but in England they have changed over the years. This explains differences in English, such as the word for the season, fall, American English, or autumn, British English. The word fall is in fact Old English and not a new Americanism. The same is the case with the word trash, the American English word for rubbish. The English of North America has also been influenced by the different European settlers that arrived from the 1600s. For example, the word boss comes from Dutch. Nowadays, almost everyone has heard American English through music on the radio and movies or films at the movie theater. This means that even if there are differences, most people are familiar with them. However, if you are not aware of these differences, some misunderstandings can occur. For example, when it comes to cars and driving, British English speakers call the space for bags at the back of the car the boot, and Americans call it the trunk. A car that is driven with gears is called manual, British English, and stick in the US. A British English speaker may find it funny to think of someone driving a stick. In the UK, you fill a car with petrol, but in the US it's called gas. A crosswalk in the US is known as a zebra crossing in the UK. Regarding food, there are also several differences. For example, a cookie in the US is a biscuit in the UK. Fried potatoes are chips in British English and fries in America. If you are British and you ask for chips in the US, you'll get some potato chips or crisps. So these differences may seem serious at first, but in actual fact they are unlikely to cause problems and are more amusing than confusing. The reality is that whatever English you speak, you will be able to get by throughout the world because English is an international language and international English is replacing both American and British English.